Well, hello there. We are wrapping up session 2 this week, and we are doing it in a most powerful, wonderful way. Students will be presenting their work, and let's take a look at how that's going to play out. So you can see here, we have the sections that you should be doing as a team. So we took a look at the content on Friday. You're going to be doing this stuff when you stand up in front of the computer and presenting. Okay, so we're practicing that with peer review and potentially with advisory. The next things we'll be doing is postmortem this week. So debriefing what did not work well and what did work well for both our teams and the class. We'll focus on both those things. And then we have the post-production blog post section to fill in. And a couple things about that is just a reminder that we've done these other sections. Pre-production, production was done last week, week before that actually. And this is what you're completing here. And just a reminder, there's 2 ways to look at this. So if you're not quite sure what to write, individual reflective work. You're filling in these things. What I learned that's reflective for you, evaluation. This is coming from what you think of the process, and then reactions. This is peer review and advisory review. And just a couple other things. There are 4 types of reflection. I want you to pick one and then focus on that. And so in here, when you look at the types of reflection, you'll see that in the blog post itself, when you go here, when you get down there, you're going to see the 4 different types. So you can take a look at that. And of course, in the blog, you'll have directions on what to do for these things. You're reflecting on at least one of these things for each one of these categories. Use complete sentences. And again, the directions here inside your blog will help you with that. Make sure you're using some kind of grammar check. Grammar and spelling, you should be using tools for that because you're a young adult. You're awesome. Also, have an editor. Have somebody on your team take a look at it, or somebody at home. That works as well. Okay, let's go back here. So we have presentations going on at the beginning of the week. We will then, in the middle of the week, debrief what worked, what didn't work. At the end of the week, you'll have your post-production section, your blog post done. I want that done by Friday, so I'll have time before that. We'll try to finish it up on Thursday, but I want to have those graded and checked by the time you leave class on Friday, so there's no surprises over the weekend. That's the intention. Throughout the week, we're also going to set the tone for what's going to happen next week. Let's look at the schedule. So right now, we are wrapping up and we're going to retool. We're going to take a look at what worked for session 2 and what didn't, and then come up with new planning and new strategies for learning more about our specific content. That's technical stuff, how to do our jobs better, but also how the class runs to help us communicate and collaborate more efficiently. Then next week, we're going to spend 2 days continuing to do that. And I've talked to the advisory members, and we have them either Zooming in or helping us out in some other ways. And we'll be doing various activities to get more focused for session 3. Session 3 will start the week after, and you can see it's also 20 days, which we had for session 2, but we're going to spend a little more time preparing so that we hit the ground running faster with session 3. And you've been here, so you already know the process better than you did for session 2. And just a reminder, when we get to session 4, it's going to be 27 days. And when we get to session 5, all the way up here, let me zoom over here so you can see this, 40 days, 2 full months. So we are upping the ante. What does that mean? I'm expecting you to be more focused during class time, challenging yourself at a higher level each session. So each session, you're taking on more responsibility to know more technical stuff, meaning you'll train yourself more. I will help you with that. We'll talk about that during class time. All right, that is it for this week. It's going to be a fun one. Take care.